Welcome to this in-depth journey through the evolution of one of animation's most beloved characters, Sheriff Woody. From his very first appearance in Toy Story back in 1995 to his emotional farewell in Toy Story 4, Woody has captured the hearts of generations. But behind that friendly cowboy smile lies a story filled with change, conflict, loyalty, and growth. In this video, we'll explore how Woody evolved over nearly 3 decades, across films, shorts, TV specials, and even comedy parodies. Whether you grew up watching him or you're just discovering the legacy of Toy Story, this is the complete timeline of Sheriff Woody from 1995 to 2023. So saddle up. Let's ride into the full story of Pixar's most iconic cowboy. Beyond its narrative, Toy Story was the first fully computer-animated feature film in cinematic history, a revolutionary achievement by Pixar and director John Lasseter. Sheriff Woody was designed to reflect an old-fashioned pull-string cowboy doll, inspired by characters like Howdy Doody and 1950s Western nostalgia. Woody's early characterization was intentionally flawed. He was possessive and proud, which allowed for more emotional growth over the film's arc. His rivalry with Buzz Lightyear mirrored a broader tension between traditional and modern toys, a theme that resonated with both children and adults. Tom Hanks' voice performance was key in grounding Woody as emotionally believable, blending warmth with occasional insecurity. Toy Story Treats aired as interstitial segments on ABC, expanding the Toy Story universe in bite-sized, often humorous sketches. These shorts allowed the animators to experiment with character interactions and comedic timing outside of a film structure. While simple in concept, they reinforced the domestic, day-to-day world the toys inhabited when Andy wasn't around. Woody often played the straight man, anchoring the antics of more chaotic characters like Rex or Ham. These segments also helped keep Toy Story in the public consciousness between major releases, establishing Pixar's strategy of maintaining engagement through shorts. The production of Toy Story 2 was famously troubled. Initially planned as a direct-to-video sequel, it was upgraded to a theatrical release due to its strong story potential. Woody's discovery of his identity as a pop culture icon from the fictional 1950s show Woody's Roundup added meta-commentary about the nature of nostalgia, mass production, and collectibles. His internal conflict was enriched by the revelation that he had once been cherished by a wider audience, not just one child. The museum storyline introduced a dilemma between permanence and emotional connection. Jesse's backstory in particular added pathos to the narrative, mirroring Woody's own fear of abandonment. Woody's decision to return to Andy, despite the offer of fame and preservation, deepened his character as someone who values love over legacy. This film served as a pilot for the Buzz Lightyear of Star Command animated series, presenting a fictional, in-universe version of Buzz's adventures. Woody's brief cameo was significant because it positioned him as a grounded observer in contrast to Buzz's science fiction escapades. It also underscored Woody's importance as a figure of emotional wisdom, offering practical advice and stability. While he wasn't central to the story, his presence subtly reminded viewers of the emotional core that Toy Story characters brought to larger, more action-focused spin-offs. The framing device, Woody and the toys watching the film as if it were a TV show, helped reinforce the imaginative boundaries of the Toy Story world. Toy Story 3 was released at a moment when many of the original fans of the first film were coming of age, making the story's themes of growing up and letting go especially poignant. Woody's choice to remain loyal to Andy, even when the other toys believed they had been abandoned, highlighted his moral compass and sense of duty. His role in the daycare escape plan revealed both strategic thinking and deep empathy, traits that had matured since the first film. The climactic incinerator scene, where Woody and the others prepare for what seems like the end, demonstrated the depth of their bond. Woody's final decision to pass leadership to Jesse and embrace Bonnie as a new owner illustrated his emotional evolution from protector of a child to guardian of a community. In Mad, Woody was often caricatured to exaggerate his cowboy persona and hyper-loyalty. These parodies worked because Woody had become a well-established cultural reference point by this time. The sketches frequently lampooned the seriousness with which he approached his toy responsibilities, turning his nobility into comedic rigidity. These portrayals indirectly acknowledged how the Toy Story franchise, the Toy Story, Toons shorts emerged during a period when Pixar was exploring transmedia storytelling. using short films to explore subplots and character dynamics in ways the main films couldn't. Hawaiian Vacation showed Woody trying to create happiness for others despite missing out on a real vacation, reinforcing his role as a selfless leader. In Small Fry, Woody was skeptical but protective, navigating the absurd situation with his usual resolve. These shorts offered lighter comedic contrast to the emotional weight of Toy Story 3 while still preserving character continuity. They also demonstrated Pixar's growing focus on serialized content suitable for digital and TV distribution. Robot Chicken used Woody in exaggerated, often darkly humorous scenarios that satirized both toy culture and adult anxieties. These appearances drew humor from Woody's earnest personality being placed in chaotic or inappropriate situations. While unofficial, they showed that Woody had transcended the boundaries of family animation to become part of a broader pop culture landscape, ripe for reinterpretation. The show's creators frequently played with the emotional contradictions inherent in being a sentient toy, a theme that Toy Story itself explored seriously, but Robot Chicken pushed into absurdity. Toy Story of Terror was Pixar's first true foray into genre storytelling within the Toy Story universe. Woody's cautious optimism and strategic mind became key in navigating the creepy motel environment where toys were being mysteriously taken. The special played with horror tropes while maintaining a tone suitable for younger viewers. Woody's leadership was challenged as he had to trust others, including Jessie, to take initiative. The special expanded Woody's character by emphasizing his ability to stay calm and collected under psychological pressure without reverting to his earlier overbearing tendencies. Set during the post-Christmas lull, this special allowed Pixar to critique aggressive marketing through the fictional battle sores, toys unaware of their status as playthings. Woody's role was to be a guide, not just to Bonnie's toys, but to these deluded action figures. His interactions highlighted his experience and long-developed awareness of a toy's purpose. He acted as a mentor figure, embodying the values of play, identity, and cooperation. His restraint in the face of confrontation showed how far he had come from his earlier impulsive behavior in Toy Story. Woody and Buzz presenting at the Oscars wasn't just a publicity stunt. It was a recognition of their status as cinema icons. It symbolized how animated characters could carry emotional weight and star power equivalent to live-action actors. Woody's presence in that setting reflected the evolution of animation as a respected art form and of Toy Story as a franchise that bridged generations. His voice, posture, and scripted banter were carefully crafted to remind audiences of his familiarity and depth, even outside a narrative context. In Toy Story 4, Woody's arc paralleled many real-life experiences, feeling obsolete, searching for purpose beyond a past role, and redefining identity in a changing world. His bond with Bo Peep, now an independent toy living by her own rules, challenged Woody's deep-seated beliefs about loyalty and usefulness. The film used Forky, a homemade toy, to highlight Woody's relentless need to protect and guide, even when it's not required. His final choice to stay with Bo Peep marked a radical shift in character philosophy, from serving a child to choosing his own path. It closed Woody's journey as someone who, after years of self-sacrifice, finally learned to value his own needs, from a jealous leader to a selfless friend. From Andy's room to a life of freedom with Bo Peep, Woody's journey has reflected the ups and downs of growing up, letting go, and finding new purpose. His story is more than just a tale of toys. It's a reflection of who we are, who we used to be, and who we can become. If this video brought back memories or gave you a deeper appreciation for Sheriff Woody's legacy, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more deep dives into your favorite animated characters and childhood classics. Thanks for watching, and remember, you've got a friend in me.